Hello and welcome to our 2020 California Spring Trials. My name is Chris Berg, Director of Marketing for Dümmen Orange. And while we were very much looking forward to hosting you at a brand new site this year at Avila Beach, current events obviously stopped us from that. But today we're going to bring you all of our spring trial materials via this video and from a very historic spot, the Paul Ecke Ranch, where Ecke held pack trials for many years. We're going to go through many of our new programs and many very exciting varieties, and we hope that you'll find these just as exciting as we have to introduce them. And we also hope that they'll be part of your programs for years to come. The Main Street series of Coleus from Dümmen Orange have become the industry's premier line for landscapes in large containers. This breeding program is done in conjunction with the University of Florida, and what we look for with the Main Streets are these full, robust habits, excellent branching, large leaves, and very late to flower, which keeps these great habits all through the summer. The other big advantage to the Main Street series is that they are full sun tolerant as well as shade, so they're going to be successful for the consumer no matter where they use them. Our newest addition is Main Street Beale Street, and we're very excited about this one because it's the first Coleus ever to win the All-America Selection Award. These plants were put in trials across North America last summer and proven to be the only true red Coleus available to go in full sun conditions without scorching, flecking, or fading at all in the sun. We now have 16 varieties in the Main Street line with very dramatic foliage, different colors and contrasts that are going to be perfect to add into landscapes and container gardens. The Roller Coaster series is the newest and most exciting line in the New Guinea lineup at Dümmen Orange. What makes roller coasters unique is you not only have this double layer of petals, but the edges are rolling up and down like the tracks of a roller coaster. What this does is it gives you a much more three-dimensional effect on the plants, giving a lot more color pop in the garden. We started last year with the launch of Roller Coaster Hot Pink, and now we've expanded it to a full series of colors, including Cotton Candy, Tangy Taffy, Red Racer, and White Lightning. Roller coaster varieties are made for shade. They work great in the garden, in containers, or hanging baskets. We're very excited about this new series, and we're hoping that you'll be adding it to your premium lineup as well. The Iconia Begonia program from Dümmen Orange is undoubtedly the most premium begonia program in the industry. There's varieties for quartz, baskets, even landscape, all with very ornamental characteristics. We start out first with our Iconia Portofino line. The Portofinos are known for these great habits, semi-mounding and trailing, large double flowers, but most importantly, the Portofinos are known for this decadent chocolate foliage. This is what makes those flowers pop so well and be one of the most ornamental items on the garden center bench. And you can see with this beautiful habit that they're going to work great for both containers and hanging baskets. Our newest series to the Iconia line is Iconia Bacio. Bacio means little kiss, and that's really what these are compared to the Portofinos. They're just naturally more compact versions, still with that dark, beautiful foliage, bright flower colors, but on smaller, more compact plants that are ideal for smaller containers, smaller hanging basket combinations, or as you can see here, for a premium quart program. From here we move into our Iconia Uprights. These are varieties that have been designed for landscapes or large containers. You can see they have that distinctive upright habit and still that beautiful ornamental foliage that we're used to with the Iconia family. Our newest one is the new Iconia Sunshine, which, as the name would suggest, is a bright sunny yellow color that's really going to pop against that dark leaf. Lastly, we move into our Miss varieties, and the Misses have been great award winners, and as you can see, primarily for hanging baskets. They've got this beautiful cascading habit. We've got Miss Malibu and Miss Montreal, and now our newest addition is Miss Miami with this really bright red color. We've combined the Misses in with our Great Falls Coleus for summer combinations that are going to be stunning. The Durabloom series of petunias is the newest and most exciting to our petunia portfolio. The Durablooms are our first interspecific series, where we found a new wild species of petunia that had this very aggressive root system that was very resistant to heat and drought. We also have very thick petals that are very resistant to rain. This makes for a great durable landscape plant. And as you would notice from the name, it's all about being tough and pretty. When you look at the structure of this plant, you've got very strong branching, very sturdy stems, and again, a load of flower power that's going to continue going through the summer. And you can start early because these are all day-length neutral varieties. Despite the plants getting to be large in the landscape, that early flowering allows for us to do 306 packs for professional landscaper installation, where the plants will still offer color at a young age. In addition to the royal pink, which we introduced last year, we now have a total of 7 colors in the Durablooms to really accent any landscape design. With that tall upright structure, these plants also make great combination components because they allow other plants to mingle through. Here we've got many combinations with more aggressive annuals like our Impatiens or even our bloomtastic calibrachoas that will peek through to make stunning summer displays. Coleus Le Freak is one of my favorite new introductions this year. Le Freak doesn't fit into any of our Coleus series, but it's just this really unique one-off. You can see this great branching, a really full plant, and just tons of this lacy foliage, which adds great texture. Le Freak also has a great variegated foliage that's really going to stand out. For the consumer, Le Freak is very versatile. You can use it under shade, you can use it in full sun. It's great as a mass bedding plant, and it's also a fantastic addition to mixed containers where it just really mingles well with other annuals. The other great advantage with Le Freak is for indoor usage. We see over and over that consumers are looking for variegated plants for inside their homes, and Le Freak, with a quick application of growth regulators before going to retail, is going to last for weeks on end. The Big EEZE series of geraniums has become a grower favorite in the category of interspecifics. We've managed to incorporate the heat tolerance of the ivies, all while maintaining this classic look of a zonal geranium. This is important because it instills consumer confidence in their purchases because they go in seeing a plant that they're familiar with, yet it has these giant oversized umbels, and it's going to have greater heat tolerance as the plant goes through the summer. For the grower, it's a very easy plant to grow. We've got exceptional branching, very manageable foliage size, and flower coverage that goes all the way across the plant. The semi-mounding, semi-trailing habit makes these very adaptable, as you can see, for patio containers or for hanging basket use. Our 2 new colors this year, we have our Big EEZE Watermelon, which is this screaming pink color, great for summer promotions, as well as Big EEZE Salmon, which adds a much softer tone not previously available in the series. Dümmen Orange has put a lot of investment into our perennial phlox program to be able to have a series for all seasons for growers. We start out in the earliest of the seasons with our spring series. This is our subulata type. It's got the fine needle green foliage, evergreen ground cover, but what's really special with the springs is that all of the colors come into flower within 7 days of one another. That offers growers and retailers the ability to offer a full range first to market. From here we move into our new Woodlander series. The Woodlanders are a very exciting new interspecific. Also an evergreen ground cover, but with a wider foliage, a larger flower, and more tolerant of other conditions. For the consumer, Woodlanders can transition from partial shade out to full sun, giving more versatility for the landscape. As we move into our upright types, we start with our earlies, and this is a hybrid paniculata type, and you'll notice you've got this tighter cluster of smaller florets. Really a great one to start that early season, early summer for the upright phlox. Then as we move into our Flame Pros, this is a great series for growers because you've got the compact paniculata type, large umbels, great colors, but what's really unique with Flame Pro is the uniformity that you get in both height and timing. This allows growers to deliver a full series of colors all at once to the garden center. Then we move into our Flames, and the Flames were the original compact paniculata types, all with these large umbels, great colors, not necessarily uniform in the timing and heights, but all great varieties by themselves. The Fleur de Rock perennial program from Dümmen Orange is a really fun collection of alpine-style plants geared for early spring sales. These are all tight, compact, really fun for gardeners to use in small spaces or rock gardens. We start out with our Delosperma. The Solstice series is your typical Cooperi type. More of a trailing, large flower, lots of bright colors. But we also have our rock crystals. And the rock crystals are a much more compact type, very densely loaded with these miniature blooms in all different jewel tones, perfect for tighter spaces. As we go into our Iberis, we have our Tough Candy, which has become a favorite with growers for a couple of reasons. One, you've got this exceptional habit loaded with this large, bright, crystal white flower color. And the nice thing with Tough Candy is it actually comes into flower a little bit later than typical Iberis when garden centers start becoming more crowded with people. If we look into our Spruzo, this is a very unique variety because we have this long needle-like petal to it. And what's even more fascinating with this is these petals build on one another as the season progresses, giving you almost a 6-week bloom time in Iberis, which is really unheard of. As we look into our Rock-On Aubrecias, the real key with this series is hardiness. These are the most hardy Aubrecias on the market, going well into Zone 3. And our scenic saxifragas are really well known for their dense habits, very full of flower color. And what's nice with our red in particular is how the plant ages. Typically, saxifragas don't age gracefully in the garden, where this one will go from its deep red color and age into a lighter pink before slowly fading away.